Today we have with us Mr. Abhishek Chakraborty, Executive Director at DTDC. DTDC has seen an exponential growth in its express business.
As Bikram has already mentioned, we are one of India's largest express parcel and logistics service provider. And as an organization, our goal and vision has always been to make sure that we really add value to every single consumer that we come in contact with.
What we would love to understand is what role does technology play in enabling this?
Especially in the last 4 to 5 years, the kind of disruptive changes that we've been seeing in our industry in terms of the ways in which consumers are being served, the ways in which information and data can be used as an advantage to deliver a fantastic experience to consumers. I think that is essentially rewriting the rules of engagement of our business. And logistics is just the physical aspect, but it's technology backbone which allows us to do the things that we do today.
How does Google Cloud add value to DTDC and to your customers in turn?
For what started off as a simple discussion around how can we allow access to emails and information for our teams, I think over the years it has definitely evolved and transformed to quite a few different angles. COVID struck the world 4 or 5 years ago when we did not have access to such technologies. I think we would have been at a real loss for having business continuity. So for us, the G Suite and the entire enterprise solutions that we have built around it has ensured that not only a physical business such as ours could actually migrate to a work from anywhere culture, the way in which we are able to engage with our resources, the time and energy that we are able to save, which would have been otherwise wasted in a lot of physical travel and other challenges which today still present themselves in a country like India. I think that has been cut down by more than 20 to 30%. Our workforce productivity has increased by 50%. In a work from anywhere culture, which is definitely supported by Google solutions, I think the happiness index, which is very important for us, because we can't have happy customers if we don't have happy people. And I think our surveys with our own internal teams have shown us very clearly that the happiness that they feel today, because they work in an environment where technology helps them manage and balance their life while actually delivering more output. And I think that to me is probably what summarizes it all.
Yeah, we'd love to hear some more examples around how Google Cloud has allowed you to basically bring more value to your customers. We'd love to hear about that.
As you know, DTDC is a very large enterprise where we have more than 12,500 partners who are part of the organization. So when you see a DTDC store on the ground, you're actually more often than not seeing one of our partner stores. And our partners are absolutely critical to us. So we took on a project in which Google played a fantastic role, where we used our front-end technologies and integrated them with Google's Vision API and capabilities around that. And we had a simple use case, and the use case was, if any Indian customer, especially in the MSME segment, were to put a handwritten label on top of a parcel, and if I could enable a simple capability using an Android-based mobile device for my partners, where they could simply click a picture of that label, while the parcel is in transit, can I translate that picture into quality information such as the name, address, and other communication details of the customer, get it into my system, and not just that, in the last mile, make it available to my riders and my last mile teams to actually pinpoint and locate the address. Our current success ratio is around 70 to 75%, which means where probably 3.5 lakh packages a day were going without addresses, and we were only dependent on a person reading a label. Today, for 75% of that, I'm getting digital information. Often people think that technology can only be solved in organized markets, where you already have a certain expectation from the end consumer that he will already be using certain amount of technology. But I think Google's suite of solutions, and when integrated with what we've been building internally, has helped us solve to a great extent this big problem. And I think over the coming time, as the machine learning and AI angles are kicking in on the same tool, we are now able to even fill in the blanks. So for example, we are able to read names when there might be a reflection on the piece of paper, because we are already predicting things. And I think that is, to me, the raw power of what this platform can provide.
My last question for you really would be, what does the future look like for DTDC?
We see that technology is becoming more human, right? With AI and machine learning, angles coming in, with use of augmented reality, being made available, with some of the stuff that Google is doing on driverless technology, that being implemented on how you can distinguish and differentiate between parcels and packages. Imagine if that came into our network. We would be using that information to make a more humane solution for our customers. We would be able to tell our customers not only when your package is arriving, how you can receive it, what condition your package is coming in, whether if it's a temperature controlled material like vaccines, and we are delivering vaccines today, we can tell our consumers what's been the journey of that parcel and its history, what kind of pressure, what kind of humidity has it gone through. So that kind of data and information, I think, changes the way we serve our customers. It changes their experience, and I think it makes a real positive difference to their lives.